Is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are playing more of the Council. My name is Jorna. That's Jorna. So in the last episode, we killed Elizabeth Adams. Let's search the study. Yeah, we're gonna search the study.
Look around.
What kind of fucking question is that? Close the witness statement of Bonaparte in Hillsborough. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte when asked. Mr. Gregory, Mr. Washington, and his minutes. Oh, Dayberg. The manor galley as I was tired, left to bed. Okay. Alright, I have to find a way to come out of this trial innocent. Oh, so the tribunal judge is Gregory. This fucking dickbag.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man. Monsieur de Richet, you were found standing over Miss Adams' body. We must shed some light on your responsibility in this tragedy. We shall then decide on your fate. But you must know that if you do not convince us of your innocence, it will cost you dearly. Now you are going to tell us
Scratching his chin.
that happened last night, without leaving any detail out. First things first, how did your evening begin?
Yeah, Emily
I was in
beckoned
the
me to her
corridor
room.
and I was about to go to bed. Elizabeth appeared as if from nowhere and rushed toward me. She took me by the arm and led me to her room.
You say she led you? All right, we'll accept that. Continue.
Without any
We were
proof, but
heading for
whatever.
our rooms when Elizabeth burst into the corridor, barely dressed. She was panic-stricken and insisted on speaking to me. So I found myself in Elizabeth's room. We sat down together. She insisted we have a drink, or she would refuse to confide in me.
What exactly did she want to speak about at such a late hour?
Yeah.
She was distressed. She just found out that I was Sarah de Richet's son and sort of insisted on telling me about the horrors my mother made her suffer. She was convinced
Alleged
she was going
horrors.
to die.
Let's keep things
Turns
hypothetical.
out she wasn't wrong. And what happened next?
Then she told me she had poured laudanum in my glass. The next minute I was on the floor. When I woke up, she was lying in a pool of blood.
That is all you had to say? You expect us to believe that you have no idea what happened to her?
Yes,
Yup.
because I'm telling you the truth.
How can you possibly expect us to believe you?
Gregory, we must consider every possibility. Louis, do you have any idea who could have done it?
Washington, I don't. My mother.
Well, even if I can't believe for a single instant that my mother could have murdered someone in that manner, she might have wanted to stop Elizabeth from speaking about their mutual past. And things might have turned nasty.
It is indeed a possibility.
Yes,
I
nailed
would
it.
like to thank you for helping us shed light on what happened.
I'm a
last night.
lawyer now.
To be honest, you are not the only suspect.
What?
I'm prepared to believe you were drugged. Our poor Elizabeth hid the stuff everywhere, and I could smell laudanum on you 3 yards away.
So you knew it wasn't me from the start?
We weren't sure. Louis, I am sorry, but everything points in the same direction. I only know
He's like,
one
"Do you have any more
person on
laudanum?
this
I've got a
island
killer
who
headache."
might have had a big enough grudge against Elizabeth, who has no alibi, and whose behavior is, well, suspect. Not to mention dangerous.
Tell me what happened before my arrival. I think I've been patient enough.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
He was like, why the fuck did I walk all the way over here?
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
Yeah. Yeah.
She isn't missing, you know.
What? What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
Spill
I
it.
knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Told me.
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
Did my mother sell arms?
Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
Well, if
No,
it benefits
your mother's
them.
aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project.
So they're trying to
at the
create
conference.
like a new
It
world
will
order.
be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her.
Oh, so I'd be
to
her
duly
little
take her seat.
errand boy,
Why
her
not?
messenger.
We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what he said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I've absolutely no
If
idea.
Only my mother
I
trusted
truly
me,
don't.
but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the
Delicious,
first time she
delicious
hasn't let
buttery
me in on the
secrets.
reason for her trip. And
Like country
it intrigues
crock.
me, to tell you the truth.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Again, I don't know. She's wary of someone. She might have discovered something. Let's say wary of someone.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wohler, and myself.
Why was she wary of Gregory home? Why was she wary of... Was she wary of Mortimer? Adams
You
was here
forget
as well.
Elizabeth Adams, my lord.
That's true. But Gregory and I arranged it so that they wouldn't run into each other. I thought it had worked. Do you think that your mother felt she was in danger because of Elizabeth?
It's possible.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
What better do? What did you speak about
You
together?
seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did
Tell
you
me your
talk about
secrets.
together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Eli Whitney's invention? Oh, the cotton gin? That's locked and that's locked.
My mother must have
Fascinating.
undoubtedly taken great pleasure in these exchanges. She always was one to appreciate broadening her knowledge. I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, the Third Crusade. By the time the Third Crusades came around, it was just a religious
are not
war.
my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter.
You have
plenty of time to learn.
A lot of falsehoods and
Your mother is a very well-read woman.
basically a lot of
We're quite
EP
lucky to
flexing.
have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know. But I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before
Whoops.
Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
You couldn't bring that up earlier?
On the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot
Well, it
Emily's
looks like there were
sister.
some
Very
typing
personal.
errors in that
How did
chat
she do
box.
that? Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
I love the way that he's
Where
just
did
like
she go
leaving
when
out
she
some of these
wanted to be
gigantic
alone?
plot points.
She
He's
would
like, oh,
shut herself
she
away
was,
in
we were
a
having a
room
grand old
used
time, and
as
then
a
she
box
shot a
room
woman.
upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
One last thing, although I don't know if there is a connection.
I'm listening.
A gate was forced the other night near the wharf. Nothing serious, just a few small things damaged.
Wasn't me. Let's lie to him.
Mm-hmm. I see. I might be about to find a trace of her passage. Sorry, Mother, but I don't want him on my back. You'll have to take the blame for me.
I can't see how Sarah could have done this, but then I can't think of any other solution either.
I'll take a closer look.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the
Last
meantime,
guest? They're not all
I
here
shall
yet?
get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Well, didn't that go splendidly?
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Okay. So is this Mortimer's... Yeah, that leads upstairs to Mortimer's study. And this... Mumsy's room? Looks like it. Cool. Alright. Well, we'll take a look around. Let's pause the episode right here for the moment. We come back. We'll see... My god, why is everything covered in sheets? We'll see if we can find some clues. My name is Ben Jorna, everybody. That's Joarna. I will see you all next time.